Hey guys, so yeah, say what? I'm probably guessing that there's a few questions that maybe some of you would have about that whole video and everything. And the first question probably being why would I allow myself to gain that kind of weight back again? And there are a couple of reasons why. The first one being that I wasn't ready. I mean, I was certainly fed up with being heavy, certainly fed up with not having energy, but I don't think I was really psychologically ready for, oh, excuse me, for all of the different changes that would happen. The first one being, it took me a really long time to even get used to losing the weight. I kept habitually going to the plus size section even when I was wearing like size 10 pants and like medium and sometimes small shirts. And so, I mean, that it takes an adjustment. I mean, I lost it in a year and a half, but it still takes a little bit longer, I think. And another thing that I wasn't prepared for was in all my research of losing weight, I kept reading strength training, tone your body, tone your body. I also heard from many well meaning yet maybe not so informed people who say that if you just lose it slowly, then you won't have any problems with skin. Um, like I said, some are well meaning, but the truth is, if you've been heavy your entire life, elasticity only goes so far. And so I can tell you that's not true. If you've been heavy an incredibly long time, like your entire life, then there's definitely going to be some skin no matter what, no matter how slowly you lose it. And so that was something that I wasn't prepared for. I strength trained a lot, I toned, I did all of that, and then my body turned into something that was very hard to deal with. I wasn't confident unless I was in clothing and things like that, which of course makes relationships a little bit difficult. So I, after so many years, had some issues accepting that, looking at myself, and so that was very hard. It was very something I wasn't prepared for. So I mean, yeah, I was getting more attention and all that stuff, but I didn't want it because I knew what was underneath, and so that was hard to deal with. Sorry, this is my puppy Lily. I think that was very difficult. Another reason, I think maybe a lot of that attention I wasn't used to, I probably had a little bit wanted to hide, go back to where it was safe to not get it just because of the skin and things that I didn't want to deal with. And it was very hard to like people and then have them see that and not accept that. And so I think also I overwhelmed myself. At the time, I'm a single mom, so I was doing, obviously being a parent. I was working a part time job, but it was just like all in one day, like 13 hours. I was in school taking 4 classes. So I was taking like nutrition, I was taking math, I was taking cellular biology, I was taking an intro anatomy. So I kind of put a little too much on my plate. So I kind of stopped cooking and stopped meditating and was just trying to keep my grades good, and so I stopped maintaining. And I think that a lesson in that for me is definitely, if you have issues with food, then you need to keep doing everything, at least I need to keep doing everything that I was doing to stop me from eating, um, you know going, like my meditations, like having my snacks prepared, like not ever making any excuses about making it to the gym no matter what, just living up to that commitment to myself. And slowly I stopped doing this and that, or one day became 2 days, became 3 days, and then it just goes on and on from there. So I think that I wasn't prepared for that psychologically, in the sense of I thought, well, I'm small now, so it's going to be easy, and it wasn't. And I now know that as somebody with issues with food, no matter what, it's going to be way more difficult to maintain. So I psychologically wasn't prepared to maintain weight loss. So accepting what my body's going to realistically look like, and what I can realistically afford to correct or not correct, and just being ready for maintaining, because weight loss is easy compared to maintaining the weight and not letting your mind trick you into one day not doing this or 2 days not doing. So it just was that cycle, and it was hard. It was incredibly devastating. I tell you, I didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to go see friends. I didn't want to run into an enemy who, for goodness sakes, could absolutely take pleasure in my what I considered to be failing. I was embarrassed. I was ashamed. For a long time, I fell into a depression. It was kind of a deep, dark hole that I was trying to crawl out of, and it was hard. It was really hard. And then even trying to lose it again. It's been a couple of years, and I know what's waiting for me. Was I ready to accept all of the skin? Was I ready to accept attention again? Was I ready to go through all of that, knowing that, and that fear that comes along with that, knowing that this time there are no unrealistic expectations of what my body's going to look like? And the truth is, the answer is yes, because all this time I thought that it's okay, I can go back to safety, I can gain weight again, or it's okay, I've been here my whole life, and so that's fine, it's me. And the truth is, what I learned is that in that 5.5 year span that I was smaller, and I was doing all those things like running and whitewater rafting and bungee jumping and all those things, I was wrong in my assessment, because that was who I really was. That was who I was. And so am I ready now to commit to it? And yes, because while it's taking me a long time to prepare and to accept what my body's going to do when I lose the weight, and am I prepared to know that I'll never be able to slack or relax, or even if people are like, oh, hey, you did it, you can have, I know that I can't. Whoa, Lily, I know that I can't. And so, am I prepared for that? And yes, I am, because, who I am is that person that was active, that person who felt alive and had so much energy and felt so incredibly proud. I was doing things I thought that I would never do, and I was discovering more of myself in that process. So definitely, if your question was how did I feel about that, then I was devastated at first. But like I said, I learned some valuable lessons. I learned that I definitely am doing it only for myself. I've learned that I definitely, enjoy that energy and enjoy that health that comes along with it. And I'm definitely more prepared than I was before. Otherwise, I would not embark on this again, knowing exactly what my body's going to look like. And so, yeah, so I'm definitely prepared. Let's see, what other kind of questions would somebody ask? How did I get over that, not wanting to go and hide, and forgiveness and stuff? like that. Well, I mean, I obviously can't hide. I have a life to live and to take care of my daughter and go places and do things. And so for a long time, I was just slapping on a smiley face that wasn't true, and crying at night, of course. But I actually, with time, slowly forgave myself. Although every so often I catch a glimpse of my old pictures and I'm like, because I truly looked at those pictures and thought, I'm so big. I really had an issue with seeing my body the way that it truly was. I thought I was huge when I was smaller because, people getting stuck on numbers and all that stuff. I was definitely one of those who got stuck on numbers. And so I just said, I can sit here where I am, or I can just pick up and go on again. I'm not much of a quitter, no matter how many times I may have setbacks. I just kind of pick myself up and keep going. And so, that's what I'm doing now. Is I'm picking myself up. I've had a couple of years to reflect on the gaining weight, and several months to sit here and decide what I want to do. I don't want to keep going up and down and up and down because that's not incredibly healthy, although I'm very grateful that I did all of my blood work and my numbers are good. I mean, my cholesterol is 136 and my triglycerides are 52, and I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have prediabetes. I don't have any of that stuff, and so I'm very grateful that the massive weight gain due to lots of fast food and junk and stuff, did not cause irreparable damage to my health. But I do know that now is the time where I have to make a serious decision and not to embark on losing weight until I was definitely prepared to make that decision and to accept all that comes with it, and to truly be excited for it again. And so I'm definitely at that point. And so, yeah, but it was hard. It was hard gaining that weight, and it was hard forgiving and letting go. And so I think it was good for me in the way that I learned to value myself for other reasons, and I think that's important. It was good for me to know that it's not going to change all of my problems, and to learn that it's not like a pill or something that's going to magically wake up and and you're going to be perfect and everything in life is going to be perfect. My problems are still there, my issues are still there, added, some. And so it's good because it grounded me. It knocked me down a few pegs in a way, to say never, but so it was a truly difficult experience to go from really low to really high to really low to, so I mean, I am happy that I am here, and this is a new journey, and I'm going to share that journey with you guys. And I'm sorry if I may sometimes ramble. I'm kind of new to all this video stuff as far as posting on YouTube and things, and so I hope that you'll bear with me. I hope that, as I share my, little daily tidbits and my weekly updates and, whatever there may be, whatever becomes of this, however it grows, that, that I'm able to inspire maybe, or, show somebody who might have also gained weight that, when you're ready to, you can certainly do it again, and there's no shame in that. And, you should be doing it for yourself anyway. And I certainly learned that. I thought I was the first time, but, I discovered in many ways that I wasn't. So, go ahead and leave any comments or anything like that you want to. Subscribe. I'm going to try to do a little daily post and then like weekly updates on my weight and everything like that. And I'll do like recipes and show you guys what I'm eating and what I'm doing as far as exercise goes. But so here we go. This is me losing weight again. So all right, thank you for watching.